Hi guys, Monica here with our weekly chat. Um, got one of my favorite songs of all time, Christmas-wise, playing in the background here. I think you'll be able to hear it because I got it cranked up really loud. I love this whole dance thing they got going on in the... Okay, enough of that. I made a fool of myself. The fact that I'm even wearing this hat, um, because I'm going out a little bit later, and I have to take the hat off, obviously. Well, I guess it could be foolish or kind of be goofy and take it on, but it's bound to fall off. And then I'm going to have hat hair. I'm convinced of it. I don't know about you. Anytime I put a hat on or do anything with my hair, I mean, it had this whole Kate Winslet look going on before I put the hat on. So maybe I'll be able to recreate that next week. Like I said, Christmas season, holiday season, depending on what you like to celebrate, because not everybody celebrates the same thing. This whole shtick going on online, you know, I'm just, don't we have anything better to worry about? Like poverty, kids in poverty, bullying. So I think we all argue about such trivial things when there's bigger things to worry about. Enough of that. That's kind of a downer. And this video is supposed to be an upper. So that would explain why my hair is white now, because I've been on uppers and downers my entire life. I don't know. I'm just being kind of goofy today. It's lack of sleep. I didn't do this yesterday because I'd had 4 hours of sleep and I would have been like, I'm drunk. So you got me on a good day. I've had 6 hours of sleep. So doing this video early as opposed to tomorrow, because tomorrow baby and I are going to be in the kitchen together unless she yells at me and says, get out of my kitchen, which of late she's been doing, because since she's planning on being a pastry chef, the kitchen is now her domain. It's no longer mine. It used to be my kitchen. It's now hers. So if she doesn't like what I'm doing, it's like, get out, mom. And I'm like, okay, fine, I can go and do whatever. And then she'll come to the foot of the stairs and she'll holler up at me and I've got to go down because she's not sure about something. But we've got our usual Christmas Eve, not dinner, but appetizers, which is like a mini dinner. I do clam chowder, my mom's recipe. I only do it at Christmas time because that's the only time she ever did it. Growing up, clam chowder was really expensive with clams and clam juice. So I got it once a year, and so it's kind of tradition. You only do something once a year. Going to do cream puffs. That's a new tradition for us here. A few years ago, I was getting tired of having nothing but cookies as our dessert on the table on Christmas Eve. So I decided, what else could I have? And I decided cream puffs. I love cream puffs, and I use my mom's recipe. I get all my recipes from my mom. She was such a wonderful cook. She could have had a restaurant if she'd really wanted to, if my dad had been more open to the idea of her working outside the home, which he wasn't. So mom also collected celebrity recipes. One of them is Dick Cavett dip. It's cream cheese, shredded cheddar cheese, green chili peppers. What else? I know I'm missing something. But anyway, it's really good. You scoop out, you take a round pumpernickel bread, you scoop out the inside, and save it cut it up for little bite-sized pieces. You put the cheese mixture inside the round and you bake it for like at 400 degrees for like an hour, so it warms up the cheese inside. And then you take the bread from, bite-sized pieces of bread, you take and scoop out the cheese. So it's really good. What else? Hot feta cheese pastries. These are made with phyllo dough, the Greek phyllo dough. It's a real pain to work with, but they're so good. I mean, it's that really flaky pastry stuff. So they're definitely, the taste is definitely worth the trouble. We also do a shrimp dip, another one of my mom's recipes. That one isn't, it doesn't go by, it's just ingredients and then you flavor it the way that you want. Sausalito dip, which is, Mom just gave me everything. So I can't, there's very few things that I've come up with on my own. But Sausalito dip has artichoke, Swiss cheese, shredded Swiss cheese. I think there might, and I think that's pretty much it, and maybe a couple seasonings. And you put it on crackers. Baby and I really like that. And I found some artichokes, so I decided, okay, we haven't had it in a while, and that's what I'm going to do. And then I make my punch. That is my recipe. That's my contribution to the meal. No, it's not. That was from my mom too. You know, food-wise, I love to cook, and I'm a great baker. But I'm not real. My mom was always good at picking out a recipe and knowing what it would taste like, pretty much, and she was really good with that respect. She could make you try something that you knew you were going to hate, and it turned out you would love it. Broccoli casserole is one of those. George Bush could, my mother would have been able to make George Bush eat broccoli casserole. So anyway, that's our meal for Christmas Eve night, which I guess is what, I've already changed my calendar to January, so I think it's going to be on Thursday. So, because Christmas Day is on Friday. And we're going to have the same, our Christmas dinner is going to be the same as it was for Thanksgiving. We're very, set in our ways. So, what else? I've started blogging again. Facebook just hides so many of my posts and people don't see a whole lot. And I thought, okay, if I start to blog and I share little bits and pieces, no, I don't want to write any big, long posts because that's just, it's time away from my writing. And I know you guys would really like my books to come first. So, but I figure if I put up a paragraph or two like I do on Facebook, then you guys will at least get the gist of it because you can subscribe to the blog. You just enter your email, and every time I make a post, it sends you an email. So then you can go through and you can take your time looking or reading the post. And at least you'll get to see what I'm doing. And if there's anything important, such as the night with at the movies with Monica. The one we just did last week, this past Friday night, was fabulous. There were, I don't know how many there was, it said 57 were going, and it said that 57 went. I don't know how that works because there were only, 15 or 20 people who were actually making comments on the post. We had such a fun time. You really need to come and join us. I will post the links to the event and to the Google form we're picking a movie again and a time and a date. And we've got several of those to choose from. And we'll go with what the majority says. And you just have to show up on that night with your movie lined up, ready to go. And we all, I do this like ready, set, go in the post. And then everybody turns on their movie. We get it all set up so that we're pretty much all in sync, which is a lot of fun. So I really think that this is something that readers are really going to have a lot of fun with without feeling they can come to 1 month and then they miss the next month and then come back for the next 2 months. Because I'm only going to do this once a month. I think that's plenty. I can't handle anymore. Because I'm really trying to reach out to readers, and I can't all do it on Facebook. It has to be on a blog. It has to be on Pinterest. I mean, it has to be a wide scope of things where I'm focusing heavily on one or two items and the rest of it is a peripheral vision type of thing. So guess what? 9 minutes and 36 seconds. This is my shortest time ever. We're working on Kismet's cover. It's coming out next month. And I think that's it for me. I can take this hat off now. And I wish you the very best of the holiday season. And I should be back next week to talk New Year's Eve. And please, in the comments, let me know what you do about your holiday. Tell me what it is that's special for you. What's a particular memory that's special for you? And drop it in the comments. I love to hear about what other people do over the holidays because it's so much fun. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.